Hello, and welcome to this video of my thoughts, my opinions on the current status of Overwatch since it just hit release, in which I've already played, the open beta. I had pre-ordered it 2-3 weeks before the open beta, and I got 2 to 3 days of extra time because of the pre-order. But as it stands now, I see it almost kind of the way of I see Destiny or what is that other game? I was gonna say Overwatch. No, Destiny and the Division, in which I just see it as like a casual shooter kind of thing to just have fun with from time to time. Because one, it's visually it's amazing because it's basically visually amazing. The level designs are pretty nice. There's just two aspects of it. You kind of can say three, but mainly two aspects of it in which I find annoying and which I hope they might change in some way or fashion. And one of which is somewhat of the level design on some of the, on at least one of the modes. It's like you have this mode where you have the attackers and the defenders spawn in a minute before the, well, not really spawn in, but have a minute to set up the defenses against the attackers. But the way the map works is they can pretty much spawn camp your ass, which is something a game should never have. No shooter should ever have it. People hate it. It's one of the most vital things, the shooter genre aspects ever when it comes to multiplayer. No one wants to be spawn killed. Period. The moment you get out your spawn and you're immediately dead is BS. Because there's a section where it's they can't enter into your spawn, pretty much because it's your spawn area. But in that section, they can still shoot you. It won't deflect bullets. It won't heal you. Your ass can still be shot. I think that's just a poor design. That's one of the gripes I have about it. It's just a poor design because it's no one wants to die out just a little bit outside the spawn, or especially inside the spawn. But it's kind of it's in between area of outside and inside the spawn, but still that section there where they can still shoot you, but you pretty much can't leave that area because some of the way the map design is, it's just so annoying. Which goes into the second part, in which it kind of sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work. Excuse me. Sometimes it kind of does, or sometimes it kind of doesn't really work in the whole aspects of spawn killing stuff. Is how they have it pretty much. Anybody can be any hero at any time. You can have pretty much the whole crew. It can be Hanzo, Reinhardt, Torbjorn. I think that's another concept that they kind of fucked up. Because there's one map, I can't remember what it's called, but it's pretty much, well, this is not just it's I don't know what I'm getting at here, but there's two modes that pretty much what I've stated, which they can kind of spawn kill. Pretty much any mode team can spawn kill, but it's, like I said, there's two modes in which the defenders have an extra time to set up the defenses. It's where those attackers have to be in their spawn for that minute. In which you have the two capture points. You got to capture 1 point, and then you push back to another point you're trying to capture, or you have 1 point you're trying to capture, and you have this kind of vehicle that moves throughout the map, in which you have to hit certain Friday points. Not every map has the same amount of points, but whatever. There's one map in which it's the first one I said, where you have 1 point you gotta get, and then another point you gotta get in. But there's pretty much two ways to get into this area. The point is that one big door and one window, you have the door here, and you have this window up top here, somewhat. There was doors down here, windows way up here, but it's a small window area, which for you people can get up. But like I said, there's a door here, and when you have people, you get 2 to 3 Torbones and maybe even Bastions or whatever, it's they're just holding that area down. Granted, they're defending it, but it's annoying that there's multiple these turrets that can fuck you up, and you can't much do anything about it. Granted, it's supposed to be there's certain people can balance out each side, but when you're trying to get inside a point in which there's certain people can just defend at certain angles better, then you can come in and try to attack. It gets annoying. It gets overpowered. In which like I said, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes I was playing on Route 66 on the beta, in which the whole enemy team was nothing but Reapers, both attacking and defending. They were nothing but Reapers, and we can do shit against them, it seems. Like I said, it was sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I always speak so fast, the words don't sound like words. But like I said, sometimes it works. Damn it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But when it does work, and especially it's against you, it feels overpowered. It feels just so stupid, you know? I mean, you can have like this duo team where it's like you have two, like on the Feeble movement, when you can have like two Reinhardts with their shields and like two Bastions just constantly shooting in directions, if not like three Bastions. 5 people there. And it's a 6v6, you know, that seems a little overpowered, you know, like they say, you know, some characters balance out others, you know, but still, it feels like with the amount of people can be able to be as pretty much all the characters at any time, kind of feels overpowered. It does. Those, like I said, were my two unfortunate gripes right now. Is I hope they do something balance-wise against them. The only, like I said, there was possibly a third, and I think maybe just like a small amount of tweaking here and there on some characters, like with Bastion. I feel like they should have him have like a bit of a, when he's in his turret mode, he should have a bit of a wind-up. I'm not talking about like the usual actual kind of turret wind-up that you see in most turrets, which would be like 5 seconds to spin up to get ready to shoot. Maybe like 1 to 2, maybe 3 seconds, but still like a wind-up with a sound so you can know it's about to hit, and like you're just like, you know, look, where is it gonna fucking come from? You know, like kind of like a small warning. It just like just small tweaks here and there, like with the say Tracer. She's so small and so fast, it's sometimes hard to fucking shoot her. And like I said, with the whole aspects of people being multiple characters, when there's like 2 to 3 Tracers and they fucking gang up on your ass and you're like a Reaper or just a regular character or whatever, it's hard to balance out killing them because most times like they all just, like I say, bum rush your ass and you're dead immediately before you can even get a shot on one. It's just like some tweaks here and there that they need to make with Overwatch, I feel. I saw like a video person who said their likes and hates of Overwatch, and he had one that was in both categories, and that's the simplicity of the game, which I kind of agree, because, you know, simplicity is fine, but as I said about some games before, where it's like they oversaturate the aspects of fun from the aspects of challenge, be it like, you know, here's, you know, you guys get some easy kills here, just go, have some fun. Like, that's not having fun in reality, because it needs to be like 50%, a game needs to be 50% fun, 50% challenging. And when you overdo one, you're pretty much screwing over the aspects of a game in which you need to have a good balance. And a lot of these shooters, even Overwatch right now, does not have the correct balance. They just do not. You can say that about any shooters, or with the Call of Duties, the Battlefields, Battleborn, if you can consider a shooter. It's more MOBA because there's like melee characters and all that shit in there. Or just any shooter in general that's on PC or Xbox, whatever. It's like, too many of these have too much of this just holding your hand, just go and have fun. Like, you're oversaturating aspects of fun, because when it becomes too easy to get a kill, it actually becomes less fun. Because you need to balance out between, like I said, 50% fun, 50% challenging. Because the way, unfortunately, a lot of these shooters work on consoles, they have this kind of like aim assist, which pretty much, you know, contradicts the aspects of a challenge. It's not being much of a challenge to get a kill. It's like when you aim, and it pretty much like, you know, you got a person here, and you're aiming, it pretty much goes right to the person. You know, when you're aiming down sights, at least. Whereas some of these games, of course, like I don't know. There's like some what was it? There was a game, I swear to God, you couldn't actually aim. You just had to shoot. Battleborn's kind of like that. Like some other characters, you can't aim. You just gotta shoot. What was it? It was Doom. There it is. Doom. None of your guns you can aim. I mean, I've only played the single player so far. I haven't even beat that yet. I haven't played it in multiplayer because the unfortunate truth of Doom is the single player was done by the original developers of Doom. Granted, there's probably a bunch of newer people who replace older people to make the game, but it feels much better than the last Doom game and some of this stuff, because it's, you know, it's id and Bethesda. But the multiplayer was, you know, outsourced to another group, and that's why the single player and the multiplayer feel so different, because they actually were done by different developers. which sucks because the single player is so awesome. But yeah, there's no aiming in that, and that's the unfortunate aspects with a lot of these games. Is like whenever you aim, it pretty much is an aim assist to aim right on the person you're trying to shoot, which is pretty much taking away the aspects of a challenge. And that's what one of the little things they kind of have with some possible on Overwatch, but like I said, it's just some of these games. Sorry, my nose is like. Some of these games have the whole oversaturation of fun because it's just like these developers and producers try to link fun with getting all these kills and stuff, and it's like no. Just getting killed alone doesn't make it fun. It helps in the fun aspects, but it doesn't come to the aspects of just straight up fun. It needs both. It needs to be both fun and a challenge. Otherwise, you're just contradicting that whole aspects of one or the other. If you like I said, don't oversaturate aspects of what you think. Like I said, with probably Dark Souls 3. That game kind of feels like it's an over amount of challenging, but that's just me. It's like I try to do my best on Dark Souls 3, but I usually get my ass kicked. But that's just me. There's people out there who do so much better than me. But yeah, with Overwatch, I feel there's some aspects in which they need to tweak. They need to balance out. I mean, maybe having up to 2 people can be a hero, but to having where it's all people can be one hero at the same time seems overpowered. And supposedly they're going to be coming out with a rank system at some point, not a rank system, but a ranked gameplay, which you cannot get into unless you're rank 20. Hopefully they have that more balance than Rainbow Six Siege, because their rank is you have to be, I'm not sure what level it was, but if you teamed up with somebody who was that level or higher, you could get into it even though you're not the correct level to be playing it. And that's why Ubisoft and their shit still keeps fucking. I mean, I can talk a lot about Rainbow Six, but this is Overwatch, my views and thoughts of it as of the release. And that is it. I feel like I said, they need to make some balances, some changes and shit. And hopefully, like I said, whenever their ranked play comes out, you can only be only 1 to 2 people can be a single hero. Hopefully it's just the one. Because I feel like it'll balance out the game more. And granted, it's they're giving them more people the choice of who they want to be, and how they want to go about playing the game. But it's just, like I said, it seems OP when you have just pretty much everybody be the same one sometimes. Especially, like I said, when it works. A lot of times, sometimes it does, sometimes it does. I've played against people who've been you've had 3 bastions or whatever, people who were all the same character and shit. Yeah, they didn't coordinate correctly because most likely it's everybody's just going solo. There's no team work there, and that's the other thing that the gentleman said about the whole aspects of Overwatch is it's kind of a shit aspects of it is it's a really forceful team game, whereas he said in Rainbow Six Siege, you can go solo on that game. Your team for the most part doesn't really depend upon you to win a round, which is true, because the moment you kill somebody, they're dead. They're not respawning. In here, in Overwatch, they are respawning, and the whole way that shit works is, you can say that about anything like Call of Duty or Battlefield. You can kill somebody and they will respawn, but isn't sometimes too forced aspects of a team play. Whereas here, I feel about it with Rainbow Six or some shit, it kind of is, kind of isn't, but it's still, it feels they need to have it. Whereas if you're playing on a server with a bunch of randoms, your ass shouldn't be in a party. It should be forced into the game communication itself some way, But that's just my thoughts and opinions about it. If you have anything you would like to say, any agreements, any thoughts of anything else that they need to change or balance in the game, anything else or just things you think I was possibly wrong about, maybe you can correct me on some aspects and, discuss. We could discuss. Please leave everything you wish to speak in the comment sections below. I thank you for watching. Hope you were informed and entertained, and I hope you have a rock'em sock'em day. Peace.